Again, welcome back. It's Monday, October 6th, 2025, about 2 hours before market close. So, unfortunately, SoFi hit our stop loss and got stopped out. And we're kind of, let's see, down a little bit from last week. But we got a couple of them that are up. I want to go ahead and move up my stop loss on these two. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Definitely that one. So currently 961 for DPRO. Dragonfly bought it 818. So I'm going to move that up to 9 something. That might be a little close, but I want to lock in what we have since we're up 17.5% on that. So go to edit. Just thinking about it. Huh. Looks like I can do all of these at once even. So let's go. Oops. Do 915 on that one. And let's see, this NUS. Didn't look at that yet. Sorry. Just go back here. So yes, now our stop order is at 915 on Dragonfly. This, let's see, SBSW. Yeah, I want to move that one up too. Bought at 990. Now it's 1130. I'll lock that in. Up 14%. So let's see, I want to move it up to maybe 1050 or so. So that one. Yeah. And the, let's see, NUS, it's actually down at the moment. I'll leave that one alone. So just this one. Call it 1051. Done. And go back. So several of them got stopped out. We have now $665 to work with. So I have, let's see, this is one I was looking at. I was hoping it would pull back, but it just kept going. I don't know if wholesale as a sector, I never did manage to find that sector in here, but so maybe I'll just leave that one alone. I got several different breakouts to look at here. So I'm just going to try to blaze through these. So RMCO, not spectacular volume, but definitely elevated above the normal. And a nice upward trending. The 50 and the 150 were above both those. It's pulled back from the high a bit, so that's nice. Let's just look at, let's go back to sectors. Just looking at Yahoo Finance, their sectors. And they have a financial services sector. Go to sector, and it'll show us the chart. And in the past 6 months, it is trending up, lagging the S&P 500, but I'll call it good. And let's see, it's at 269. Let's actually look into getting some of that. Since I got several to look at, I'm going to try to go kind of fast here. So let's see. That box. Here we go. RMCO. Yeah, buy shares. Kind of a wide bid-ask spread. Let's do a limit order. Try 50 shares. No, don't want to contribute. I'll leave that alone, see if it'll fill. But let's look at another one. Nephros medical equipment. Again, this is really nice. Volume spiked up. Oh, that looks like an all-time high. Oh, no, never mind. But there's no the resistance that goes way back to here, if you call it that. So let's see. Take a look at sectors, healthcare, medical instruments. Pretty flat. There's another one though. Oops. Medical devices. About the same. But I actually kind of like the look of this. So I'm actually going to bend the rules slightly and see about getting some of that. That's NEPH. Shares. That's close enough, I guess. Let's see. 20 is probably good. Thank you. Okay, done. Let's see. Looks like our order to buy RMCO still hasn't gone through, but I'll leave that alone for a moment. Let's look at Omex. Transportation. This is another one. Let me just search it in here. Marine exploration. Interesting. Tell me about it. Okay. Uh, additional funding. Interesting. Bear with me. I'm just trying to figure out more about what this company actually does. Marine exploration. Overview. Discovers, validates, and develops seafloor mineral resources, including polymetallic nodules for battery metals and subsea phosphate deposits for fertilizer. Interesting. It's interesting that they put it in transportation. I think it would be more accurately materials. Other precious metals mining. Yeah, I guess that would be not really energy, but more basic materials. I would say that's trending up. So, let's see. Okay. Let's try. Yeah, let's try 50 shares. Real tight bid ask spread. I like that. Done. Well, I'm burning through my cash here. So let's see. We got Toyo, miscellaneous. What would be a miscellaneous? What is a miscellaneous sector? Let me just search it in here. Yahoo Finance, Toyo. Upstream production of wafer and silicon, midstream production of solar cell. So I would call this a technology company, actually. So if we go to our sectors, technology is actually the best for performing sector at the moment for the past at least 6 months or so. So I'd say that's really good. Everything else looks really good. Good volume above the 50 and the 150, trending up. further back. History doesn't go back that far, but otherwise this is looking really good. I'll go ahead and get some of that. Toyo. Oops, no. I want shares. 15 shares, $100. That's good. Done. What else we got? Another technology. We already established that is on the up and up. Not spectacular, but increased volume. Nice trend up above the 50 and the 150. Not much in the way of resistance unless you go really far back. I like it. So let me actually go back and see how this is going. Oh, I actually got good. Oh wait, no, this one's still pending. I'll leave that alone. Looking for AIP. Arteris, good. So, I'm going to buy shares. Let's just do 7 shares, trying to dial it back a little bit. Submit. Done. Okay, I got $93 left. Let me see what else I got. Finance, commercial, incorporated, commerce, Comerica? Huh, interesting. Business services. Nice gap up. Interesting. Another technology. Man. Maybe I should have gone lighter on some of these. Let me go back here. The RMCO. Cancel that order. Maybe I'll come back to that, but right now, technology. Marvel. And Copen. Let me get one of this Marvel since it's up at. Actually, that doesn't look really that hot, to be honest. The volume is just not there. It was back here. Maybe I'll just try to keep that on my radar. But let's look at Copen. Very nice. So, good. Yeah. Okay, picked up some coping. So let's see. There's another one that I wanted to look at. CRML. Yeah, this one's had a wild day. And I actually, excuse me, pulled up a story here, or a news article. So, U.S. government reportedly in talks to acquire a stake in Critical Metals Corporation as part of an initiative to enhance its control over critical minerals. So, earlier today, they actually stopped trading because of volatility, allegedly, whatever that means. But it's generated a lot of excitement about it right now. Yeah, oops. Here we are. And as you can see, huge volume, non-metallic industrial metal mining. I believe we looked at that or something similar. I like the volume. We're above the 150 day moving average. And it's definitely moving. So I'm going to actually see about getting some of that. So right about in here, they stopped trading for a little bit earlier today. And that always just throws everything. They say it's for increased volatility, but it seems to me like it just causes more volatility. But not going to speculate too much on the real reasoning. This looks pretty good to me. I think 10 is probably a good amount. Use up quite a bit of our buying power, almost all of it. So let's scoop up some of that. Okay. We're in pretty heavy right now. All right. So I'll just go. We got Omex. Go kind of top to bottom of the new ones. Sell. Stop order. Let's see. Where were we on Omex? So I think 187 is probably pretty good resistance level. That's pretty far off our purchase price, though. Let's see. Maybe I don't want to go that far. So the recent highs were about 220 or so. Call it 225. Oh, no. Oh, shares, yeah. 50 shares. Stop price. Oops. Come on. Call it 221. View. Yes, I know. Thank you. And done with that. Go back. No. Things going crazy with our recent action. Okay. CRML. Sell, stop order, and let's look at that again. Probably about $9 is a good level. That puts us about somewhere in there. That's a bit far back, but let's see. Shares, 10 shares, 9.1. Thank you. Okay, stop orders in. Next. Oh, NUS is not new. That's okay. Nephros. Let's look at that again. I'm going to say right about there. 493 is probably a good level. I broke through these, so theoretically this should be your new resistance. These highs here. So stop. 20 shares. Thank you. Okay, that one's in. Copen. So, where'd that go? Here we are. I'm going to say 283 for that one. Sell, stop. Thank you. All right. Next. Toyo. Okay. It's like previous highs right about here. I'd like to give it a little more wiggle room though. I'll say 630 something. So, sell, stop order. Good. Thank you. Good. Oops. Okay. And I think the only one I have left is this AIP. So, where'd you go? There it is. Interesting. So I'm going to call resistance about 1134. Although that could be a resistance too. I'm going to say about 12. Kind of split the difference. Stop. Oops. Thank you. Okay. So, as usual, you start buying things. The first thing that happens is it goes down. Just expected. But we are loaded up and got our stop losses in place. That's it for today. I'll probably see you in about a week. Thank you. Bye. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh!